1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have got through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee Stud. I had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw, and one of her brothers was a bad outlaw. Sent her a letter by my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. One day while I'm riding through a beautiful land, I ran smack into an Indian band. They jumped their nags with a whoop and a yell, and away we went like a bat out of well. They circled their camp for a time or two to show 'em what a Tennessee horse can do. The redskin boys couldn't get my blood, 'cause I was riding that Tennessee Stud. Get up there, boy. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Steady, boy. So we drifted on down into no man's land, across that river called the Rio Grande. I raced my horse with a Spaniard's foal till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and a gambler that we couldn't agree, we got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns and he fell with a thud, and I got away on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. I got just as lonesome as a man can be, a-dreaming of my girl in Tennessee. The Tennessee Stud's green eyes turned blue, 'cause he was a-dreaming of a sweetheart too. Easy, big fella. So we eloped right back across Arkansas. I beat up her brother and I slapped her paw. And when I found that gal with the golden hair, she was a-riding on the Tennessee mare. Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. There's a pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little horse coat playing round the door. I love that gal with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud loves the Tennessee mare. They're good horses, you know. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much, and good night.